So, hello everyone, welcome back to our channel First Tech, your one-stop destination for mastering data analytics, SQL, Python, Power BI, Excel, and many more. So, this is episode 16th of our data analytics series, and today's we are diving into one of the most powerful tools in SQL, which is the group by clause. So, if you have ever wondered how business break down data into meaningful insights, or how reports summarize millions of rows into simple metrics, so then you are about to learn a magic behind that. Basically it is group by. We used to group by the particular uh, like columns, or particular, you can just say, for example, let's say you are grouping of millions of data of employees or something. So you need some particular pattern, right? Like for example their departments or something, so we do use group by there, and we'll understand deep into that, so no worries. So yeah, grab your notepad and hit that like button, and let's start grouping our way to insights. So what basically is group by? So group by clause, so as you can see on your screen over here, so group by clause in SQL basically used to group rows that have the same values in a specified columns, same values in a specified column, and they will be grouped together, right? And it allows us to apply aggregate functions that we learned in our last session. For example, sum, count, average, max, min on each group. So basically this group by only allows us to, as we learned, I think we did some group by example as well. If we haven't done, we'll do in this session for sure. So basically, that allows us to apply aggregate functions like sum, count, average, max on each group. We'll group them, and then, for example, let's say we have to find maximum salary from each group, right? From each department, for an employee table. So we can just group by employee, and then we can just find out every department the highest salary will be there. It will be grouped for, and if you are doing order by, it will be printed in descending order. So similarly group by works, and we'll be understanding deep into that with uh, in just few minutes. So uh, let's think of, for example, let us understand with one more example. Think of like organizing your wardrobe. Shirts go in one pile, jeans in another. Similarly, SQL joins rows based on the values in one or more columns so that we can analyze them. For example, in a wardrobe, that shirt are kept in some other kind of column, and row and pant or jeans, whatever you keep in your some other columns. So it is how it goes, right? So this clause helps us to transform large raw data set into summarized digestible reports, which is a core part of what a data analyst role is basically. So your as role as data analyst will be organizing the data, preparing it, cleaning it, all those stuff, right? EDS stuff. So this is very important for the data analyst. So now let's understand. Okay, introduction to group by. I think we are done with that, right? Uses of functions like count, sum, and syntax and basic uses of group by we should understand with the help of some syntax. So yeah, so let's understand with the help of some basic syntax. So okay, I'll give you some example over here. You can just see, come to, let's come to the uh, so okay, so let's understand with the help of example. So let's say we are selecting a column. Select column one. Let's say we have a column one, and sum of column two from a table. Let's say from, let's say table name here. Any table we can put table name, we can just give anything. And then what we are doing here, group group by column one, column one, group by column one. What this groups the data, what this actual query will do, so this will group the data by column one, and it gives us the sum of column two for each group. I mean, it will group by column one, it will give the sum of column two in each group. Like every group, it will give the sum of column two. I hope you understood, right? We'll give some live example. We have a set of example that we'll be understanding with the help of that. So you can even do that a group by multiple columns as well, like how we did with single column, right? We can do with multiple column as well. Let's say let's understand with the help of one more example for multiple columns. So let me erase it. Okay, it looks clean now. So okay, so let's say we are selecting a region, select region, and product, and then count of rows, from a table called as sales table, and then we'll be grouping by group by region, product. So what do you think this will output? Group by reason for what? Let's say I will just to give you a brief, I mean a normal output, so that you can understand. uh, so what you will be, you think is clear? So yes, so what we'll get from here, as you can see, we have selected the columns, right? We'll get the count of, for example, let's say if we give it name as something called as my count or something, any column you're giving, so you'll get over here, and it will give all the things group by reason and product. First it will be grouping by reason, and then it will group by product, in that reason product, and again it will group by product. Okay, we'll understand with the help of one more example from the data set that we are having. But as of now, let's move over here. So okay, let's move to the our data set finally, and I think we understood the syntax and real world use cases. As you can see, we have sales data analysis, right? Okay, let me select over here, let me close it. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry for delay. Yeah, sales data analysis. Business use group by to analyze sales performance across different reason, time periods. A different time period and different reason. For example, you want to find the sales on particular month, let's say December, Jan. So you can use group by, or enabling informed decision. As you can see, different reasons. For example, you want to find the sales in the region, north region or south region, east region, west region. You can find with the help of group by aggregate. And yes, and also for time period. For example, you want to group it with the help of some time, like as I mentioned, Jan, Feb, or whenever. So this group by is used real world use cases, and some more real world use cases, as you can see, performance metrics like KPIs and all. If you want to find out of your company's performance, total revenues, you want to group by revenues in the particular month, or you want to find out, as you can see, customer segmentation. Basically, companies can segment customers based on purchase behavior or demographics, leading to targeted marketing efforts for better engagements. So you can even group by depending on the purchase behavior, like how often the person is purchasing, or what are the things they are purchasing and all that. So you can just group by with the help of that as well. So yes, this was all about this real world use cases, and some best practices for SQL queries. You can see over here. Okay, yeah. So what are the best practices that we should follow for SQL queries? Only include the columns. Okay, only include the columns in the select statement that are either grouped or aggregate to avoid errors and maintain clarity in results. So these are the some of the things you have to follow. Only like whatever columns you are selecting, right? For example, select a name, age, whatever you are selecting. Only that select statement that are either grouped or aggregate to avoid errors. Only if they are grouped, then only include columns in the select statement that are either grouped or aggregated to avoid error. If they are used under the aggregate functions, or if they are grouped, then only you use that into your select statement to avoid the errors, because you cannot group the element if they are not present in your column, if you're not selecting it, or vice versa. And also avoid using non-aggregated column. When using group by, all selected on-aggregate functions should be appear in the group by clause to ensure accurate results. Whatever you're using, when using group by, all the selected non-aggregate column, whatever non-aggregate columns you have selected, let's say I give the example of name, age, and something like that, all should be appear in the group by clause to ensure accurate result. It is necessary for the accurate result in your SQL queries whenever you are fetching the result. So this is all about the best practices that we must follow. And yeah, now I let's go to the our Excel sheet, and then you'll be understanding with the help of some of the live example that we have created with different data sets. So yeah, so we'll be doing that as of now. So first query is, okay, let me write the questions as well. So just try to understand with the help of that. Let's say we are finding, okay, okay, okay. Let's say we have to find three questions. So let me go over here and let me erase it, and then we'll be finding one by one. So first thing is, okay, selected. First thing is, let's say question number one, we want total revenue per region. Total revenue per region, right? Let's say we have the data set over here. So as you can see the data set, right? The data set is over here, and then you want the north south east west. Here is the data set: region, product, quantity, unit price, order rate. This is total cost with extra column. Ignore this column as of now. So we want to, what's our question is, we want to find out the total revenues per region. Means every region we have to find out the total cost. For example, north region, how much revenue is there, south region, how much revenue is there, right? So we want sum of revenue basically, right? With the help of question we are understanding, right? So let's write the query for that. Total revenue means what? Sum, right? So first we want reason, right? One more column and one is revenue column. So let's say we are selecting reason first. Select reason, and then total revenue means what? Sum of whatever column we have. We have revenue column. Let's say we'll check it over there. Sum of revenue, as let's say we are giving some name as some alias like total revenue. Let's say, so we have a column is total revenue and one is reason. Sum of revenue as total revenue, we have given alias as total revenue. From which table name? Let's say our table name is sales table. And what they are asking basically, just see the question once again. Find the total revenue per region, right? Per region we want total revenue. So total revenue we selected here, right? Okay, so total revenue means we have already calculated sum of revenue, and region we have selected. Now we want group by group by region, because it wants per region. Every region means we have to group by region, right? So let me show you the result what we are gonna get over here. So what and all we selected? We selected region, right? Region, and what else we selected? Sum of revenue as total revenue. Let's say we selected total revenue, right? Let me make it large. Yes. So what are the output you think we are going to get over here? So because we have grouped by region, right? Total sales. Then how many regions we have? Let's say north region, north and south, east west, right? East west, right? Sorry. Okay, and west, right? Okay, that's it. So total revenue means what? Sum of sales. So what is the sum of sales in north? Okay, one, two. Okay, 55,000 and 55,000, right? So sum is 1,10,000. Okay. Okay. Yes. No, one more is there, right? 15,000. So okay, 1,25,000. Got it. And similarly for south region, we have 20,000 and 20,000. So we have total 40,000, right? So similarly for east and west, we can find out, because we are actually finding the total revenue, and you just have to sum it. We can use formulas as well, but right now we are just, it's very small data set, so I'm not applying the Excel formula here. That we'll be learning in our Excel classes, how to do sum and all, and how to calculate every stuff. But here I just wanted to explain you the Excel, how we are actually grouping the things. So I hope you understood with the help of some example. And let's understand with the one more data set, which is implied data set. So let's solve one more question. Let's go to our the whiteboard and try to solve that one more question. So okay, yeah. So one more question is that we have to find the uh, find. Let's say we have to find the average revenue per product. So average revenue per product. So let's say we have our table here, right? Okay, I think okay, we have to find it from sales data only. Average from every product. Product is here, and revenue is here. Unit price is basically the revenue. Total revenue, you can just take it as this price. So let's go to a whiteboard again. So how do you understand with the help of that we have to find out average of revenue, right? So average of revenue means what will you select first? Select average revenue per product, right? So select product and average of AVG. We have aggregate function in SQL called as AVG for average. So AVG of revenue, let's say we have given an analysis average revenue. Then we have the table name called as sales, right? We just studied the same table name last question also. From sales, then what we are grouping by? Group by what we want here, find the average revenue per product, right? Average revenue per product. So it means per product we have to group by product, right? Because for every product we want average revenue. For example, a product we have, uh, let's say we have the product laptop, phone, tablet, laptop, phone, and tablet. So we want the average revenue per product. So how much is we have the average revenue? And yes, we have to one more thing we missed over here in the last questions. So basically this is the quantity and this is the unit price. So the total revenue is 1,10,000 for just one thing. So we would have counted this thing instead of that. So that was a mistake. So let's ignore that, and then we will do for other questions as well. And I'll be giving two other questions for you guys to solve it. And you can just take this data set if you want from the screen, or if you want me to share, I will share it in the description. Just write it over there. I will do that. So second question, how we are going to solve over here is I'll do it fast and then won't try to do it more. So what output we are going to get over here? What do you think? So what we have grouped till now, we have grouped product by product average revenue, right? So let's say let me make fast because we have two column. We have selected average revenue as average AVG of revenue, right? AVG of revenue I selected, and then what are the output we are going to get? Product are laptop, tablet, and mobile. Laptop, tablet, and mobile phones, right? So average revenue is what? Average of all three. So what average did you get? 3,250 for laptop. Just count it. Okay, laptop. Okay, 55,000. For laptop, it will be 55,000 plus 1,10,000. How much it is? So 1,65,000 by 2. So it will be something around 47,500. Yeah. So similarly for tablets and mobile also you can find out. So it will be quite similar to that. So yeah, this was all about the questions that we understood and how grouping is done. I have explained in this particular uh, tutorial. And if you want to, you know, I'll give you two more questions. You can just try practicing, and if you want to take screenshot, you can take that as well. I will be sharing the screen again. So yes, okay, okay. Give me a second. Yeah. Yes, just share. I'm sharing this. If you want to take a photo, or if you want, I will share this all three table so that you can work on the table and then you can try to do some stuff over here. And yeah, this was all about the group by column. I hope you like this video. we just discussed how to write clean, efficient group by queries. Selecting the right columns, so only include the columns that are part of the group are aggregators. And also we understood like using of descriptive analysis, like renaming output total, like for example sum of sales as total sales, avg of product as avg of revenue as average of revenue, because it creates, it helps on in easy readability, so it becomes easy to read and readable format. And also we should avoid using non-aggregated columns, like this will cause errors or misleading results as well. So also performance conscious we should be. Our use for use data set indexing the group columns helps avoid slow queries, because this was small data set, so you can just if you work on data sets, if you work on actual your server, SQL server, then it will be, you'll get to know actual how to do that. We do have online server that currently we are using, SQL server, that I will be working from the next classes on that as well. So this was all about this wonderful video. And wrap it up, let's wrap it up. Then group by, just I want to explain that group by is essential for data summarizations. It enables analysts like us, like data analysts or data engineers, to turn the detailed raw data into actionable insights. And mastering these clauses sets the foundation of moving advanced analytics like window functions and subqueries that we'll be discussing further. Window functions are kind of little advanced function, advanced in SQL, or you might go to CTs, common table expressions. So those things will be going in the later classes. So if you want to get better and better in SQL, then try to practice with real data sets. Try grouping on various columns and build reports from scratch. And once you become good, you try to go on data lemur or lead code kind of platforms to practice more and more questions. And yes, if this video helped clarify your group, by smash that like button. Subscribe to our channel for tech, because we keep bringing the tech tutorials very often on this particular YouTube channel. And drop your doubts or examples in the comment sections if you want us to explain anything. We'll be more than happy to do that. And I'll also be sharing two more questions on that, so that you can practice. And if you want us to share the Excel sheet or any other kind of resources you need, to do let me know in comment or on our WhatsApp or Telegram communities. Will be more than happy to do that as well. And stay tuned for the next video, where we'll be covering joins and other stuff in other episodes. So yeah, thank you. All the best with your whatever you are trying to achieve. I hope you achieve whatever your dream is. And until then, keep learning, keep analyzing, and always forge onwards. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next.